Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my latest attempt in the Solo Crisis League. This is Season 11, Round 3. We're using Crisis 1 with Forever Evil as the base set, and we've introduced Crossover 4, Watchmen. Now, this has had some mixed results for me. This is our second attempt, technically, but it's my third game. I really screwed up the first game by misplaying a card for the entire game, so I had to redo it. So Crossover 4 is really built for its secret objective mode. Not secret objective, secret role mode. It's not mixing great with Crisis. There's a few cards in there, but most of them are just like, well, I'll give this to a Crisis or a challenge card, which I'll talk about in a second. But other than that, it doesn't really add much to Crisis mode, at least in solo. Maybe in multiplayer you could find other ways to do it, and I'd be happy to explore that. It's just not what we do in the league right now. So some of the ways that we're trying to enhance that is, well, one, there is no Crisis main deck cards. So those crossover cards are the only help we get besides the Forever Evil cards to take on Crisis 1. So we do have to lean on them for that. Additionally, we've replaced some of the crises with challenge cards. So it's going to go through a challenge 1, challenge level 1, challenge level 2, and a challenge level 3 card. And then the final crisis is going to be a mastermind plot, which we have to follow the stack ongoing ability for. Now, so those are in the Crisis stack, and I think their ongoing abilities are quite interesting. They're fun. They're good challenges, and they're good at what are they good at? They're good at kind of supplementing crises by making a new ongoing ability you have to follow. What's bad about them is they take quite a few cards. I think they take at least 5 to 10 cards that you have to give to it to end it. That's a lot of cards, and to have 3 of those can add up, and you have to buy them on top of that. So we kind of have to buy a lot of junk you don't necessarily want in order to give them to crises, and then blah 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 blah. You'll see as we go. We have 2 heroes to choose from in this first attempt. We've got Silk Spectre and Night Owl. Now, I had a much harder time picking between these two than I did in my last one. Before we had Watchmen, we had Comedian and Rorschach. Rorschach's ability was essentially Blink within the solo realm of the game. But these two are not, and they both have legitimate strategies. I'm going to Night Owl, but let me talk about Silk Spectre and why she could work too. Each time you play a hero during your turn, look at the top card of your deck. You may discard it. I mean, you want to play heroes. Heroes are really strong cards, essentially, that will help you beat the villain, beat the crisis, whatever it is you're up against. And then the ability to look at the top card of your deck and then maybe discard it is really helpful, because maybe you need to destroy something in your discard pile to beat a crisis. Maybe you just want to see what's next in your next hand so that we can use that to, plan for the next turn's crisis. Plan for the crisis on the next turn. Or you're about to beat the villain. You want to make sure the defense card on top of your deck helps for that as well. There's many uses there. An even better one is Firestorm, because he just adds the top card of the deck to your hero, and you play it whenever Firestorm comes out, blah, blah, blah. That's great if you can get it early and add a bunch of punches, but it's not great when you put something like Ultra Strength behind it, and then you only play Ultra Strength every few turns, and then if you lose Firestorm Matrix, if you lose Firestorm, you lose Ultra Strength, and blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of stuff that happens in those scenarios that looking at that top card of the deck really helps within Crisis mode. But I'm going to Night Owl. Let's talk about him. Night Owl. Each time you play an equipment, so each time, not just the first one or anything like that, it's each time, and so was Silk Spectre, I should point out, it's each time for the hero on her. Each time you play an equipment, though, of Night Owl, you may put a card from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck. Now, if we just stock up on equipment, and we play at least, 1, 2, 3 equipment per turn if possible, we can really stock the bottom of our deck and kind of plan a turn. We can plan what 5 cards are going to be in that last hand by adding them to the bottom of our deck. That's great. That's the plan. That's how we're going to use Night Owl, and I think that's going to be really cool. So while Silk Spectre would have been great for planning your next hand, Night Owl's great for planning a future hand. Even better though, because you can control every card in it, assuming you play enough equipment cards to make that happen. So that's my justification for why I took Night Owl, but I think you'd have a legitimately good game with whichever one you chose, so good luck to you if you are playing this round. We have Arkham Breakout and Ra's al Ghul in play. Arkham Breakout makes it so that when a card with an attack enters the lineup, it treats it like a first appearance attack against ourselves. We can defend against it, blah, 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 just like a supervillain's first appearance attack. To beat it, we have to discard 5 cards of different names from our hand. Then we've got Ra's al Ghul in play, and his stack ongoing ability makes it so that if we don't buy a card from the lineup, we have to add 2 cards at the end of our turn instead of 1. That's what that is. That's what we're up against. Let's see what our initial lineup's going to be. Just so it's going to come up probably. When I was setting up the game, I noticed I was short a few kicks. That's because I think they're still in the main deck somewhere, but I had already shuffled in all of the Watchmen cards into the right spots and stuff, in the top half of the deck, I mean. And I didn't want to like go through and have to redo it. So when the kicks come up, we'll just add them to the kick stack, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty simple to understand now, I think. So we've got the Blight. No attack, but it is a villain. Cold Gun. Dr. Light. I didn't say disintegration out loud, but there is. Hey, there's a kick right now. There's our first one. Next. Pandora's Box. Not great options out there. There are cheap options, which is good for Ra's al Ghul. But I'll tell you what, these are not great options for generating power in future turns. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We're going to buy Cold Gun. So I'm buying Cold Gun. I don't normally like that card, but Cold Gun does interact with Night Owl, which is obviously very helpful. Pandora's Box would as well, right? I don't want Pandora's Box. That card is really dangerous, especially when how my last 2 attempts at this went. I don't want to drain the main deck any more than I have to. All right, 1, couple vulnerabilities, and 2 and 3. We'll use that to get Dr. Light because, you know, drawing cards is helpful. I'd like to buy a kick and get 2 power, but we can't really do that right this second because it's going to add 2 cards to the lineup. And like I said, you need to conserve that lineup. We really got really close to the end in our last few attempts. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Man, we'll get rid of Johnny quick, and that's going to be our turn. That's it. New card comes out. Catwoman, okay. Cold Gun's going to freeze a card. We'll freeze Disintegration. So that's 1 power, and each time you play an equipment during your turn, you may put a card from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck. We're going to put a punch down there. You know, start making next turn better. 1, draw a card. 2, 3, 4. We're absolutely going to buy Catwoman here. Get ready for next turn. Central City. Now, it doesn't jive too well with Night Owl here. He doesn't use superpowers, obviously, but when we get, what is it? I think it's Star Labs. I think that's the one that counts equipment. We're definitely going to want that. Regardless, we're going to want locations. Locations are great. 1, 2, 3 power. All right, well, here's... man, I could buy Pandora's Box and avoid Ra's al Ghul, or I can buy Kick and get 2 power for the future. We'll just get 2 power for the future and add 2 cards for this turn. We got New York City and Power Girl. Those are both great cards. New York City is going to allow us to get some things from the destroy pile. Power Girl gets a lot of power. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just shy of where we want to be. I think I kind of just have to get rid of a villain here. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Oh, shoot. We got our 1 equipment in our first hand here. 1, 2, 3. Is there anything I can buy? We can buy a kick. And then play Cold Gun, freezing, disintegration, and then putting kick at the bottom of our deck. But then we only have 1 power and nothing we can buy of that, so that's going to add 2 cards in the lineup. Commissioner Gordon and Duplication. We can make this work. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Man, we're getting a lot of these 4 power hands, but we're not getting 4 power cards out there. We'll buy Commissioner Gordon. Shuffle it up. I feel like there's going to be 2 kicks in this next hand, because we bought 2. I don't think we've seen either of them yet. I know we put 1 in the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we did. Awesome. Deathstorm. No attacks still. A few villains have come through, but no attacks. 2, 4, 5 and 6. I'm kind of actually really surprised we haven't seen a destruction card yet. With that 6, we're definitely going to buy Power Girl, because that 3 power in 1 card, that's pretty great. That is pretty great. All right. 1, we can freeze a card. We'll freeze Disintegration. We can put a card on the bottom of our deck. That's Power Girl going to the bottom. 2, 3, 4 power again. Let's get rid of Deathstorm, because we actually might be within range of defeating Arkham Breakout very soon. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. How is every hand basically 4 power? I don't understand. Goodbye to the Blight. If we can just get enough power to beat Power Ring, we might be able to beat Arkham Breakout soon after. We know we got 3 power from Power Girl right there. We put her there for that very reason. Haven't seen the equipment we need. New card coming out. He has no attack, though, so there is that. Let's go ahead and draw a card. 2, sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get rid of Power Ring. I have 2 left over. We'll buy Giant Growth. Wait, hold on. No. No, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're going to stick to that. We'll buy Giant Growth. The remaining 2 power. We'll get 1 more power here and the ability to put Giant Growth at the bottom of our deck. We'll freeze Disintegration, but it doesn't really matter. That's the end of that turn. So we still have that villain to deal with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. At least there's that. I think New York City might be the way to go. Central City, do I have enough superpowers yet? I think we've only got the 1. That's not a kick, because kicks don't apply to Central City. Yeah, it wouldn't help too much just yet. 1 and 2 power. That's terrible. We're just going to add 2 cards. I really don't want those Pandora's boxes. I just don't. They're bad. They're really bad for solo crisis mode. Unless you're up against something like, I don't know, Final Countdown, then in that case, really helpful. But outside of that, not great. All right, let's get a new card out here. Real Flush Gang. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll just get rid of Royal Flush Gang and move on. I feel like I'm not generating power. Kind of stagnating here, getting rid of villains instead of actually building my deck, unfortunately. 3, draw a card. 4, 5. I'm sorry, 3, draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the end of Moloch, at least. That helps. New York City hits the board. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll freeze Disintegration. We can put a card at the bottom of our deck via Night Owl. It's going to be Power Girl. Sorry about that. So I'm at 5 power, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. It's not enough, but I could use New York City's ability. It would add 2 cards to the lineup and destroy a card, though. So that's not great. So let's not lean into that just yet. Maybe after we beat Arkham Breakout. We'll get Central City, because there's going to be use for it. Gotta shuffle things up. Good news is we know Power Girl's at the bottom there. It's where you want her, and want her guaranteed in your first hand if possible. She doesn't have any benefits from like a discard pile or anything. It's just all about her high power. 3, 4, 5. We're absolutely getting Sledgehammer because we can use it to destroy starters, and it's an equipment for Night Owl. So that's just a no-brainer. Yep. Yep. Let's draw a card. 2, 3, 4, and 5 power. Can I buy anything? Just the only things I can afford are the 2 Pandora's boxes. So we'll just get a kick, and we'll have to add 2 cards. You know, since we have to add 2 cards anyway, maybe instead of the kick, we'll get something from the destroyed pile. Yeah, we'll buy Royal Flush Gang, which adds a card to the line. Oh, that's going to add 2 more cards. Sorry, no, I don't want to do that. I do want to do the kick and add 2 cards instead of Royal Flush Gang and add 3 cards. Hey, there's this kick. So that's both kicks that I had lost. Found. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, it's just shy of where we want to be, but we're going to get Constructs of Fear, I think. You know what? No, we'll get Duplication, because if we get that in the right spot, the right time, very powerful card. But we do want to get Constructs of Fear for its 3 power. I mean, you play that with Duplication, you're looking at 9 power right there in 1 card. Well, 2 cards, but still. All right, new card comes out. We were really getting behind on Arkham Breakout here. Central City hits the board. Draw a card. Cool. 1, 2, 3 power. 4 power. We'll buy Vibe, leaving us with 2 power. 3 power. We'll freeze a card. We'll put this at the bottom of our deck. With our 3 power, we'll buy a kick. All right, so you got to build up a little bit. Just a little. New card coming out. Ah, you may destroy a non-equipment card. All right, we're going to destroy this vulnerability. That's gone. That's an equipment, so we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. We're going to put... We'll put Cold Gun down there. Well, no, I mean we don't want it there. So we'll put Giant Growth there. With this 3 power of Central City here, that's a good spot for it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 6 power. I think we got to get Bizarro power. We got to get some high power hands here if we're ever going to defeat these villains. Good news is that we have our first destruction card. So we're going to start saying goodbye to those vulnerabilities and punches. But Phantom Stranger would actually help a lot. Can we afford him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we're absolutely getting Phantom Stranger. This is the phase of the game where you absolutely want him. And he's going to help with Bizarro power as well. So his ability, if you're not sure, is you may destroy a card in your hand, and you may destroy a card in your discard pile. Perfect, right? Because with Bizarro power, we gain weaknesses, and they're going to be in various places. Phantom Stranger destroys 2 cards. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful. All right, let's add a card for the turn. Still haven't had an attack villain come up, which is great. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. I think we really have to start getting rid of villains again. Like, they've really built up, but we're going to go Bizarro power because we've got Phantom Stranger. We've got this other card floating around. I forgot the name already. I think it's the Sledgehammer one. So with those 2 things, we're going to get some high power turns, but we just got to get those cards cycling through our deck. We have to get rid of starters. It's all coming together, though. New card comes out. It's Duplication there. 1, 2, 3, and then we can choose another card. You play this turn, play it twice, and we get 1 for being another superpower. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power, 11, 12. Okay, goodbye Ultraman, leaving us with 4 power. We'll go ahead and I suppose we'll get ourselves a kick. No, I think instead of that, we'll actually get rid of Man-Bat. To get a little bit closer to finishing this thing. Just got to get rid of Rioters now. Firestorm Matrix, beautiful card. All right, Phantom Stranger first. You may destroy a card in your hand. Goodbye vulnerability. Then you may destroy a card in your discard pile. There's the other vulnerability. That's 3 vulnerabilities destroyed. That's great. Oh, guess my battery was low, huh? That's really low. I guess I'll have a dark video today. Sorry about that. Can I get this light a little bit closer? Let me see if I can figure this out. That's not very fancy, is it? Doing my best now. All right, yeah. We'll just have to deal with some dramatic lighting today because I didn't realize how low my battery was. Sorry about that. All right. So look, I'm going to tell you a scary story, but instead I'm just going to play this game as best I can. How's that sound? All right, 1, 2, 3 power. That's all I got here. You know what? I'm going to just plug this in while we're doing things. Welcome to my behind-the-scenes section of you watching me charge my light. Very planned. Bonus feature. You know how it is. All right, we'll let that charge up a bit, so hopefully we can use it again soon before the end of the video and get it right back on track. So at power, I was at 3 power. I really want 6 power. I want rioters to go away. Have to buy something. We'll buy Steve Trevor. He's a good target for Phantom Stranger. New card comes out. All right, now we're talking. 4 power and gain a weakness. 8 power, gain a weakness. Destroy a card, goodbye weakness. And because it's an equipment, we can put a card on the bottom of our deck. Let's put Phantom Stranger down there. No, he won't have a deck at that time, so we'll put Duplication down there. So 4, 8, 11, 12, 13. Goodbye Rioters, leaving us with 7 power. I mean, I think we get Firestorm Matrix. It's an equipment. We can get us an ongoing card, which is a fantastic ability to give cards. Let's try and beat Arkham Breakout, though. No villain? Okay, so can we have a 5 card? Nope, we've got 2 punches, so this hand does not qualify, unfortunately. We will play Cold Gun first, blocking off this and putting a card at the bottom of our deck. That's going to be Bizarro Power. So 1 power there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We're going to go ahead and go Secret Society Communicator because it fuels Night Owl's ability. And allows us to destroy some stuff, which we've got plenty to do. New card coming out. Firestorm. Good, good. Let's go ahead and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're actually going to duplicate Dr. Light, drawing 2 more cards. So drawing 2 more cards, we're at 6 power, drawing 2 more cards. 7 power, because duplication is triggering Central City. So 7 power, drawing 2 cards. 8, 12, gain a weakness. I mean, that's good. That's good. We'll definitely get Firestorm at 6, leaving us with 6. Or, you know what? No, let's go Constructs of Fear, leaving us with 5. And we'll get another kick. And we'll call that a day. Yeah. That'll do it. New card coming out. If there's no villain and we have 5 cards with different names, do we have it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Discard our hand. End Arkham Breakout. Our first crisis is finally done, but we do have to add 2 cards in the lineup for not buying a card in the lineup this turn. Oh, not a great hand here. I forgot Bizarre Power triggers Central City, though, so that is 5 power. We gain a weakness. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. Goodbye, Ra's al Ghul, leaving us with 2 power. Can't do anything with these. With our 2 power, we'll buy Insanity for the defense. And I don't think we've actually seen any other defenses, so we're going to have to just deal with whatever happens next. All right. This will be our first Watchmen challenge of the game. During your turn, you may pay 2 power. If you do not, draw 1 fewer card at the end of your turn. So you have to pay 2 power per turn, or we only draw 4 cards for the next turn. To beat it, we need to give it 2 kick cards, 2 attack and or defense cards, 2 villains of cost 4 or greater, 2 heroes of cost 4 or greater. Now, there's 2 ways for us to give villains. We've got New York City, which allows us to buy cards from the destroyed pile. But we've also built in a rule into this particular matchup where we can spend 2 power for the ability to buy a card from the destroyed pile, as long as that card can be given to the current challenge. Our new Crisis. Deathstroke. Each player destroys a hero, superpower, and equipment in hand. We're going to destroy Vibe and Kick, but that's all we can do. Alright, back to me. We're going to give up Catwoman because she is an attack card that we can give to Rioting. We're going to spend this 2, but we're going to use the 2 on Rioting. We have to have a card come out too. We're going to spend the 2 power we generate on staving off Rioting, so we can get 5 cards next turn. Can't have it all. All right. Here's a kick. One of 2 kick cards it needs. Here's Commissioner Gordon for a defense card it needs. So we need 1 more kick. We need 2 villains of cost 4 or less and 2 heroes of cost 4 or greater. Let's use Firestorm Matrix to play this card. Can't do that, so this is actually kind of useless. We'll use Sledgehammer to destroy this punch, but we generate 0 power, meaning we only get 4 cards. Not great. Alright, we're going to start with Bizarro Power, getting 5 power and gaining a weakness. We'll use Phantom Stranger to destroy said weakness. Six, we can freeze a card, and we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. We'll go with... We'll do this, yeah, we'll destroy Steve Trevor to get the 7 power, and then we can draw 2 cards and discard a card. There we go. We're going to use Duplication on Bizarro Power. Okay, so we're just going to get 2 more weaknesses for playing it twice more, but we get 5 for each play, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18 power for being a superpower. 18 power is a lot. Yeah. Let's buy Firestorm to give it to Rioting, leaving us with 12 power. We'll spend 2 power to stave off Rioting, leaving us with 10 power. We'll spend 2 more power to buy a villain from the destroyed pile. It's got to be a villain with cost 4 or less. We'll buy Mambat. And leaving us with 1 power, I believe, and that's the end of our turn. That's pretty good. That Mambat is going to be a good card either to give up or even to keep. Alright, let's draw a card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to start by spending 2 to stave off Rioting. We'll get the 6. I could have given up Power Girl. I didn't, though. Maybe next time. 2 heroes that cost 4 or greater. We're going to buy Sally here. That's our second hero. Perfect. New card comes out. Oh, I should have given Insanity up for that defense card. Shoot. Oh, well. Oh, I need another kick as well. And there we go. There's the kick. So we have our 2 kicks. We have 2 attacks and or defense cards. We need 2 villains that cost 4 or less and 2 heroes that cost 4 or greater. We get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Let's spend 2 power to buy a card from the destroyed pile. Get a villain. We'll buy Johnny Quick. That'll be something we can give up. So we have 2 villains. We have 2 heroes. So we have 4 cards to give to this. Anything else we buy can also obviously be given to it, but we're going to get these ones sooner, maybe. All right. Ooh, Bizarre Power gets 5 power, gains a weakness. 6, 7, 8. We'll spend 2 to stave off rioting. So it brings us down to 6. We'll spend 2 more to buy a card from the destroyed pile, so that gives us 4. Do we even have a villain of cost 4 in here? We've got a few. We'll go with Giganta. She got the most potential, I believe. Potential for high hands, I should say. Well, it kind of depends, right? We kind of want a discard pile for Night Owl, so he probably doesn't mix great with Night Owl. So she's a good one to give to Rioting. Also that to keep in mind. We are going to want Disintegration later. It's great for defeating that level 3 challenge. We'll give up Sally here. She is a hero of cost 4 or greater. Let's go ahead and draw a card. I'm not going to give up Johnny Quick if I don't have to, really. We'll play Firestorm Matrix. We could give Mambat the ongoing ability. It's too bad we just played him like this because now we can't give him up. But I can't use the defensive ability with it, so instead we'll just play him this turn. So we're at 2 power then. 3, 4. 8 power. We'll spend 2 to stave off rioting, leaving us with 6. I could spend 2. With our 6, we'll just buy... we'll buy a copy of Mallet, because Mallet will help Night Owl and just draws a card, so that helps. I should have bought those Mallets already, honestly. New card comes out. Dr. Light doesn't qualify, but Giganta does, so Giganta's in. We can destroy something. We'll destroy Weakness. And then that's an equipment, so we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. We're going to put... Oh, we'll put Johnny Quick down there for a villain we can give up. That's what we're going to do. Draw a card. 1, 2 power. We're going to spend both of those power on staving off rioting, so we get 5 cards for next turn. Where'd all my villains go? Did I just shuffle? Where did the entire destroyed pile go? Okay, it looks like I just put it down here. I thought, good thing I didn't shuffle it in. That would have been terrible. All right, Bizarre Power is going to get some crazy power, but we're going to have to really destroy these weaknesses soon. All right, we have to add a card. 5, 10, 11, spend 2 to take care of rioting. And we get 2 weaknesses. So 11 power. Minus 2 is 9. You're Johnny Quick, bringing us down to 7. Let's buy Transmutation because we have a lot of destruction we need to do. We're not doing it fast enough. We're gaining weaknesses faster than we can destroy things. Oh, I could give up Power Girl, or I could give up Firestorm when he comes through. I think we'll give up Power Girl. No, we'll give up Firestorm. In the long run, Firestorm can be a lot stronger, but I don't know. It's a risky card. It really is. We get 1 power from Central City and Insanity. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll play this 2 more times. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's good. We'll go ahead and get Mallet, bringing us down to 8. Spend 2 for rioting, bringing us down to 6. We'll get Secret Society Communicator, bringing us down to 2, and nothing I really want to buy with that, too. All right, here's Firestorm. We're going to destroy a card. There's got to be a weakness here, right? And then we're going to, because that's an equipment, we can put a card on the bottom of our deck. We'll put Power Girl down there because she's powerful. And we have 1, 2, 3. We'll spend 2 of that, staving off rioting. So we have our 2 heroes of cost 4 or more. They're ready to go here. We need just 1 more villain of cost 4 or less, and we have it. Oh no, he's at the bottom of this deck, I think. Oh no, there he is. Perfect. All right, new card comes out. We have to give up Johnny quick. Now we still have to pay 9 power to end this. It's not just over because we gave up all those cards. Phantom Stranger comes out. We destroy this weakness in hand and the one in our discard pile. 1, freeze a card. 2, 3, 4. We'll spend 2 to stave off rioting and move on to the next turn. So we didn't get to end it, but we got everything contributed that we need to, which is kind of the hardest part of these challenges, is getting all those cards. But we'll keep trying. New card comes out for the turn. All right, so we're going to first draw a card. 3 power. 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll destroy. I mean, I can get to 8 at best, so we'll just get the 7 and destroy this punch. We'll use the 7 to buy Rorschach Mask. And we'll get a copy of Insanity for the defense. And it gets 1 power from Central City anyway. And we can give it to a future crisis. For 3. Alright, so we'll spend Cold Gun here, allowing us to put a card at the bottom of our deck. Put Power Girl down there. So that's 1, 5, well, sorry, 1, 6. Another one. 11. We'll say goodbye to rioting, leaving us with 2. These are all destroyed. 3, 4, 5. All right, with our 5 power, we'll go ahead and get Cosmic Staff, better defense, and it's an equipment for Night Owl. All sorts of good stuff there. All right, new card comes out. 3 power here. Play Secret Society Communicator to destroy a card. We'll destroy this weakness. It's an equipment, so we can put a card on the bottom of our deck. Let's put Rorschach Mask down there. So we're at 3 power. Now let's play Constructs of Fear 2 more times, getting to 9 power. Still shy of where we want to be. But we'll go ahead and buy Earth 3 with it. Nah. We'll buy Constructs of Fear and Commissioner Gordon. A defense and a strong card. That's a good combo. All right, got to clean this deck up. We are weakness heavy. Heavy. All right, let's draw a card. Use Firestorm to play this card. Punch. I don't want to make it ongoing. I have just +1 every turn, but thanks anyway. Oh, that's 2 cards. We can add 2 equipment, I mean. That's 2 cards we can add to the bottom of the deck. All right, so we're at 1 power total. 2, 3, 4, 5 powers, all we get. Not much I want. I'm not interested in this or this. I'm interested in that, but not enough. We'll get Invulnerable for the defense. But other than that, I don't have much use for it. Man-Bat Serum, okay. I can put a hero or superpower on top of my deck. We're going to put Phantom Stranger on top of my deck, I think. We could really use his help. Maybe 5 or less. Is he? He's 5, okay. Then we can destroy a card. We'll destroy this weakness. We can destroy another card. There's got to be another weakness we can destroy. There we go. 2 power overall. Nothing we can really buy that we want to buy with that, so we'll just move on. We did go out of our way to have a nice, good hand here. All right, Mallet's going to draw a card and allow us to put a card at the bottom of our deck. Put a copy of... We'll put Constructs of Fear down there. I mean, it's 4 power, right? That's great. We're going to play Phantom Stranger to destroy this weakness in hand and destroy another card over here. It's another weakness. We'll play Transmutation to destroy another weakness. That's a victory point gained. And overall, we're only at 1 power. 2, 3, 4 power. We'll use that to buy Man-Bat Serum because I see plenty of uses for that. You know, we'll buy Venom Injector as well. Those are both going to be good options for what we're trying to do here. All right, this is a hand that we built entirely, right? That was my plan earlier, is have a hand at some point that has all 5 cards we added. So all of these cards we added to the bottom of the main deck. We added the bottom of our deck. Constructs of Fear, Duplication, Bizarro Power, Rorschach's Mask, and Power Girl. This is great. This is great. We're going to have a really high power turn. So let's do it. Bizarro Power gets us to 5 power, get a weakness. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can put a card at the bottom of our deck. We're basically deciding what's in our next hand. So we're going to put a defense card. So where's that Man-Bat? 14. We'll go ahead and get rid of Deathstroke. Leave us at 4. And we can play a card 2 more times. We'll play this one twice more because 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. It's 12, folks. We'll get Earth 3 for... Actually, you know what? We'll get... I don't want to get Disintegration too early. It's just going to float around. So I'll get Earth 3 because it'll just go on top of the deck. And maybe we will use New York City here to get something from the destroyed pile. Let's leave Earth 3 out here, actually. We've got 12 power. What do we want from in here? Ultraman. Royal Flush Gang. Power Ring. Okay, we're going to go with Power Ring, leaving us with 6 power. We have to destroy the top card of the main deck, though. And then we'll use Earth 3 as our other 6 power. Perfect. So an ongoing card that won't take up space in our deck, and a card that will take up space in our deck but will generate, you know, growing power throughout the game. Good, good. All right, so we have a new standard Crisis and Villain. Got a lot of work to do on this deck, though. It's a mess. It really is a mess. Very powerful at times. Electromagnetic Pulse. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck in the lineup. 1, and a 2, and a 3. Equipment cards lose all tech, snap +1 power instead. Each player must destroy an equipment in hand. Well, we've got equipment, so we just have to destroy one. Oh, each player puts all equipment from his hand into the lineup. Black mana costs 3 more to defeat for each equipment in the lineup. Well, we will defend of Man-Bat. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, steal 1 VP from the attacker. I'll just take that VP, thank you. There are no villains, so I'm just going to give up Secret Society Communicator to end this. I would ideally like to keep going. And just, like, buy some crappy ones out here, but I think it's better that we just move on. I have to discard this card, not reveal it, so that's just gone. Okay. 1 power here. 6, 7. I'm going to play this one twice more. That's 3 weaknesses gained. But that's what? 5, 10, 15. 16, 16, 17. Yes, 17 power. Is that enough for him? This he costs 3 more for each, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not enough. So we're going to get Cosmic Staff, bringing us down to 12. I don't really want these cards. I do want Stargirl, though, so we'll get that for bringing us down to 8. We'll get Blackgate Prison, bring us down to 4. And I guess we'll get Night Owl Mask, because something we can give up. Oh, we already got rid of that, but we're just trying to make black mana cheaper. That's right. It's a debate, right? New card comes out. All right, Power Girl gets us 3 power. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Goodbye, Royal Flush Gang, leaving us with 6. We'll just go ahead and get Owl Ship. So right now he costs 16, which is a manageable price for us. All right, 1, we can freeze a card. Let's freeze Disintegration. We can put a card at the bottom of our main deck. Let's put Duplication down there. I like that card. Then we can destroy a card. I know there's weaknesses here. So we're going to destroy one of those. And that's an equipment, so we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. What would we want to duplicate? We'll put Constructs of Fear there, because that's 4 power. 4 times 3 is 12. That's a pretty easy move. Mambat here is going to get us 2 power, and we put another card at the bottom of our deck. We're building a pretty strong hand for that last turn. All right, so we're at 2 power, right? 3 power of Cold Gun, sorry. 4 power with Insanity. 5 power, put a hero or superpower on top of my deck. 5 power we'll use to get another Stargirl. Now we got 2 Stargirls. I'm really confident we'll get some nice defenses going. All right, now if we can just play some of those stronger cards. Ooh, we'll get 5 power from Bizarro, getting a weakness. 5 power from Bizarro, getting another weakness. That's 10 power. I can destroy a hero in the lineup. +1 for each different hero in the destroyed pile. So yeah, we'll get rid of him. And that's 1, 2. We're at 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15's good. 16 total. He costs 16 right now, right? Yeah, there's two equipment, so that's 16. I can live with that. I can live with that. All right, we have a defense in hand. That's great news. Our crisis is alternate reality. At the start of your turn, destroy all heroes in your hand. Gain that many random villains from the destroyed pile and put them into your hand. Your team must destroy 12 cost worth of heroes in discard piles. Well, we've got a great big discard pile right now, so hopefully we can do that really soon. Our new villain is Hades, who we will defend against. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, gain a VP. Very well. New card comes out. We have to get rid of Despero, though, before we can get rid of Alternate Reality. Earth 3 hits the table. Look at the top card. Is it a punch? No. No, it's not. We'll get 4 power here. 5, 6 gets rid of Despero. Weakness doesn't do anything, but there are no villains, so we can beat Alternate Reality now. We have to destroy 12 cost worth of heroes. Is that the deal? Let's get all our heroes in one place. Ooh. So it looks like I pretty much have to destroy a Stargirl, which I don't want to do, but we'll do it if we have to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 cost, huh? 9 plus 4 more brings us up to 13. Gotta destroy all of our heroes to end Alternate Reality. I don't like that. I don't like it, but we're gonna have to just get them back with New York City here. We're just kind of gonna have to do that. All right, let's go ahead and draw a card. And because that's an equipment, we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. Get Blackgate Prison in play. That's going to be really necessary soon. We'll play Firestorm Matrix, allowing us to play a top card of our deck here. Ooh, Phantom Stranger. Do we want to do that every turn? That would definitely clear things up, wouldn't it? We could give Phantom Stranger the ongoing ability. That might be too much. We're not going to do it. We're not going to give him the ongoing ability. We will destroy a weakness in our discard pile, though. And do I want to destroy Venom Injector? Yeah, we'll destroy Venom Injector, getting us 2 power. So we're at 2 power total? Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to use New York City to buy back Stargirl for 4, which does destroy a card. We lost another Venom Injector. So we have 4 left over. I'm good. Nothing to buy. Just want that Stargirl. We'll do the same thing for the other Stargirls soon, I'm sure. Alright, Mallet draws a card, and we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. I think we're going to put we'll put Firestorm Matrix down there. We can draw a card. We can destroy a card in our discard pile. And we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. Put a Mallet down there. We're still at 0 power. 1, 2, another card at the bottom of our deck. Constructs of Fear. So we're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to buy the other Stargirl over here, which costs 4, leaving us with 3, and we have to destroy a top card for buying that card. With that 3, we'll buy a single kick. Alright, we're making up some ground. We're using Night Owl's ability well, I think, to build up some really powerful hands down here at the bottom of the deck. Because all of these cards have been added by us, I think. All of them except Transmutation. We didn't add Transmutation ourselves, but that's okay. We're going to use Blackgate. We're going to put Blackgate Prison down. We're going to look at the top card. Are you a weakness or vulnerability? It's not. We'll leave that there. We knew that going in, though, now I think about it. Transmutation can destroy a card. Let's destroy a weakness. Get a victory point for it. And he gets 1 power from Central City. 4, 8. Let's play Constructs of Fear 2 more times, getting us to 12, 16. So goodbye here, leaving us with 4. Goodbye Grid, leaving us with 2. We're not going to buy anything else. Just be happy with that too. Shuffle everything up and get ready for our next turn. I hope I put Stargirl at the bottom of my deck. I think I did. I don't remember, though, for sure. So we're going to find out together. Still have a lot of punches and vulnerabilities. I got to use Blackgate Prison and such to take care of those. All right, we did not. We have Mambat, though. We did not put Stargirl down there, but we do have Mambat, which helps. All right, Cancer Scare. Ongoing. Each time a card of cost 6 or greater enters the lineup. Attack. Each player gains a weakness. Well, we've been doing that the whole game anyway, thanks to Bizarro Power. So to beat, we contribute 3 weaknesses. We've got plenty of those, so don't destroy them. Destroy 3 cards, keep a tally. So we'll just give the destroyed cards up there. 2 superpowers of cost 4 or greater. 3 heroes of cost 5 or greater. Okay. We'll work with that. New card comes out. Parallax. We will defend against Mambat. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If we do, steal a 1 VP from the attacker, which is the gain. So we'll just take our 5 VP here, get rid of these. New card comes out for our turn. Okay, we're going to start with Mallet, looking at this card. I guess we have to draw it. And that is an equipment, so we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. And now we'll try, what's this one? We'll try Earth 3. Are you a punch? It is, and we can destroy it and gain a VP. That worked out well. And then we'll try this one. Are you a vulnerability or weakness? It's not. We'll play this, though, and it's Rorschach. We could make it so that Rorschach is the first card we have play each turn. If this is the first card you play this turn, discard your hand and draw 4 cards. That would be really helpful, especially with Night Owl. So we're going to give Rorschach the ongoing ability. That's what we're going to do. We already saw Electromagnetic Pulse, so he's not going to lose that. Rorschach is now ongoing. That's great. So that is 2, 3, 4, 8 power total. We're going to buy Power Drain because it's great for Cancer Scare. Leave me with 4. I don't think there's anything else I want. No, we're good. We're good. New card comes out. Let's try this. Are you a punch? It is not. We'll use... Can I give up Night Owl Mask for this? Oh, wait. We destroyed a punch. So let's actually give the punch to Cancer Scare to note of one of our 3 destroyed weaknesses has been contributed. One of our 3 destroyed cards has been contributed. We'll use Sledgehammer to destroy another card. That'll be this punch. And we'll use Secret Society Communicator to destroy another card. That'll be this punch. So that's all 3 destroyed cards. And that's 2 more equipment. So we can put 2 cards at the bottom of our deck. We put Power Drain down there because it can be given to Cancer Scare. So I need 3 weakness cards. So we're going to have to gain those again. I guess we'll play this for 4 power. And then we'll play it 2 more times, getting us to 12 power. Not going to play Night Owl Mask. With that, we'll buy Reconstruction, leaving us with 6. We'll buy a Man-Bat Serum, leaving us with 3. Yeah, Reconstruction is a card. Wait, hold on. No, I don't want to buy Reconstruction. I'm sorry. Go back. What did I buy earlier? Oh, 2 superpowers of cost 4 or greater. Yeah, that's a great one for this. Yeah, that could work. New card comes out. All right, here's a single weakness. One of the 3 we need. 4, we'll get 5 power, actually get a weakness. We got to give up one of these heroes, so we're going to give up Power Girl. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put a card at the bottom of our deck. It's going to be Reconstruction because we can give it the Cancer Scare. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll buy Giant Growth. It's been really useful at 3 power. And we'll go ahead and buy Man-Bat Serum. And a new card comes out. How many weaknesses have we given up? Just 1. So we've given up 1 of 3 weaknesses. We've destroyed 3 cards already. 2 superpowers of cost 4 or greater, they're coming. And 3 heroes of cost 5 or greater. That's tough. All right, let's try this. Are you a punch? No. Okay. You know what? We're going to actually use Rorschach first, too. If this is the first card you play this turn, discard your hand and draw 4 cards. Just to move through this deck quicker. Let's go ahead and draw a card. +1 for each different hero in the destroyed pile. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 power. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Goodbye, Royal Flush Gang. Bring us down to 12. We'll get Amanda Waller bringing us down to 8. I guess we'll get Disintegration. We're going to need it at some point. New card comes out. Pandora is another great one to give the Cancer Scare. Let's try and get Pandora. All right. 2, 3, we'll freeze this. And we put a card in the bottom of our deck. 4, 5. Not that, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We put another card on the bottom of our deck. I don't know that I have anything else I'm really okay with getting rid of. All right, it'd be something that draws or something then. What do we got? Play Duplication down there. With our 8 power, we'll buy Pandora, because we're going to want to use that for Cancer Scare if possible. Okay. Let's try Black 8. Are you a punch? No. We'll play Mallet, drawing a card and allowing us to put a card at the bottom of our main deck, or bottom of our deck. That's going to be Pandora. Two power from Rorschach. 5, gain a weakness. Phantom Stranger is going to destroy that weakness. 6, 7, 8, 9. I can destroy a card. Oh, wait, did I destroy the... I didn't want to destroy that weakness. Get that Phantom Stranger back. No, we didn't play him. I forgot we need to actually give up weaknesses. Don't want to destroy the weaknesses yet. Alright, we won't destroy anything then. We use our 9 to get a Royal Flush Gang. Move on. New card comes out. Here's Reconstruction, which is one of our 2 superpowers that cost 4 or greater. Here's Power Drain, that's the other one. So we've destroyed 3 cards. We've given up 2 superpowers of cost 4 or greater. We've only done 1 weakness. And we need 3 heroes of cost 5 or greater. But here's our second weakness. Four power here. You know what? No. We'll use Rorschach. It's our first card, so we can draw 4 new cards. So that's 2 power, drawing 4 cards. We need 1 more weakness to come through, and 2 more heroes of cost 5 or greater. I know Pandora is one of them. I don't know about the other one right now. Well, here's Pandora. All right, 2. Play it 2 more times. 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's its own superpower, so that's 7. And that's a superpower, so that's 8. We'll get Transmutation, bring us down to 3. New card comes out. Let's push it. We're going to use Rorschach. The whole point here is just to move through the deck quickly. Till we get another weakness and or hero. Phantom Stranger. Yeah, I think we have to get rid of Phantom Stranger to rely on our other destruction cards in order to end Cancer Scare. 1, 2, put a card on the bottom of our deck. We'll put Stargirl down there. Oh, we played Rorschach too. That's another one. So that's actually 2 cards at the bottom. Put Duplication down there. 3, 4, we'll buy Cold Gun. End our turn there. So we have all of our heroes, superpowers, weaknesses. Sorry, heroes, superpowers, and destroyed cards. We need 1 more weakness to end this. Plus 11 power. No weakness in our hand. So what we'll do is actually play Rorschach first. 2 power, drawing 4 new cards. There is our final weakness. So that's everything for Cancer Scare except the 11 power. We're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll buy Man-Bat Serum for that. Let's try Black Ape. Let's try Earth 3. Are you a punch? No. Okay, that's the end of that then. Tried. So we need 11 power. And we now have to get rid of Emperor Penguin as well. All right, 5 power, gain a weakness. 6, 7, Rorschach. Draw a card. 8, put a card on the bottom of our deck. We can destroy, maybe not yet. We're at 8. We can destroy a card, gain a VP, and that gets us to 9. We'll just get the 2 power here for 10, 11. That's enough to end Cancer Scare. Actually, 12. Get rid of this, bring us down to 11, then get rid of Cancer Scare. So that challenge is over. Had to give up a few good cards, but got rid of a lot of crappy ones too. We didn't get to destroy any. Oh no, we played Secret Society Communicator, allowing us to put a card at the bottom of our deck. So we do have to do that. We'll put a Stargirl down there. And though I think Stargirl's already down there, there's 2 copies. Basically, I think if we just keep putting Stargirl down there, it just increases the odds that we have her when we need her, which is when we defeat a villain. New card comes out. So we still have to beat Parallax and move on. But we're getting there, right? All right, we're going to use Mallet to draw a card. And that's an equipment, so we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. We'll put a Bizarro power down there. Let's try this. Earth 3, are you a punch? It is not. All right, so that's 0 power. 2, 6, 7, 8. We will play Man-Bat Serum, getting us to 13, 14, 15, enough to beat Parallax. Man-Bat Serum does get destroyed, but does still trigger Night Owl first. And we'll use that. Put Giant Growth down there. That's 3 power in a single card. That's nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. We have the Defense of Insanity in our hand, so there is that going for us. Our new crisis is Rise of the Rot, which is alright considering the number of weaknesses we have. At the start of your turn, gain a weakness unless you reveal one from your hand. Each player must discard a weakness card. Also remove this crisis if the weakness stack runs out. Then, Lex Luthor. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player gains X weaknesses where X is equal to the highest VP among cards in their hand. So we're going to gain 2 more weaknesses on top of that. Just kind of distribute them in there. That's a great combination, honestly. New card comes out. Yeah, we'll play Bizarro power. Oh, we gain a weakness for not having one also. 5 power here, get another weakness. 6, 7, 8. And that's an equipment, so we put a card at the bottom of our deck. We'll put a weakness down there. $12. We can destroy a card. We'll just destroy a weakness because we know we have one coming up. +1 for each different hero over here. 13, 14, 15. $16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, 22 power. That's a lot. We'll buy Element Woman for sure. Bring us down to 18. And we'll buy Steel, bring us down to 15. And that's it. That's going to be our turn. Ooh, no weaknesses here. So we gain another one. All right, we're going to use Mallet to draw a card. Oh, wait, no. Hold on, what am I doing? No. We don't use Mallet to draw a card. We use Rorschach to discard our hand and draw 4 new cards. That's right. Because that will get us the weakness we put down there. Forgot I had that ability. So we're at 2 power, and we're going to draw 4 cards that we know one of which is a weakness, which is perfect. At some point, I might have to buy these Pandoras just to deal with Dimension Shift if it comes up, because that was a really tough one yesterday. There's a weakness in our hand. We will reveal it or discard it. Discard it to end Rise of the Rot. And that crisis is over. We're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5. 10, gain a weakness. 11. 12. We'll freeze this. 12 is enough to beat Lex Luthor, though. So we can just move on to next turn. Hopefully things went in our favor. Actually, before we get into it, let's try this. Are you a punch? It is not. That's okay, though, because it was invulnerable there, which is a defense. But Man-Bat is probably a little bit better for our purposes. All right. We're going to go. Our new crisis is Kryptonite Meteor. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck in the lineup. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do a 4th one for the turn. Superpower cards lose all text and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy a superpower in hand. Very well. Sinestro. Each player puts all heroes from his hand into the lineup. Sinestro costs 3 more to defeat for each hero in the lineup. Well, we're going to defend with Man-Bat. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, steal 1 VP from the attacker. Very well. How do I want to handle this? I could just end it, but you know what? I think I'm actually going to use Rorschach first and draw 4 new cards. We're at 2 power. I tried. That's okay. Well, we can give Kryptonite Meteor to this. I'm sorry, we can give Kick to Kryptonite Meteor, I mean. Yeah, so we destroy this Kick, and that ends Kryptonite Meteor. That's quick. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is an equipment, so we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. $8 power, we're going to use that to buy both of the heroes to make Sinestro as cheap as possible for next turn. We're going to play Actually, let's try this. Are you a punch? No. 4 power here. Then we'll play Mallet, drawing a card and putting a card at the bottom of our deck. Element Woman is seeming like an elegant solution right this second. She's it. She's what we got. All right, so we're at 4 power total. 9 power, gain a weakness. We're going to duplicate Constructs of Fear to get 8 more power, so that's 17. Goodbye, Sinestro, leaving us with 7 power, which we'll use to buy Happy Harbor, leaving us with 2 power. And we're not going to play these 2 cards, obviously. We'll use the 2 power to buy Giant Strength, though, because that's 3 power card. I mean, that's great. 2 power, it's a 2-cost card, but has the same amount of power as the 5-cost Power Girl, as long as we have Central City. That's fantastic. All right, so we have no defense in hand, so there is that little hiccup. Wave of Terror. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share the lowest cost in your hand. To beat, each player needs to... Oh, this has a different to beat for solo. So for solo, at the start of your turn, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis if all of those cards is cost 1 or greater. And all those weaknesses we have might really hurt us here. Now, since both of those things happen at the start of your turn, we get to choose which one we do first. because they both happen simultaneously as far as the game is concerned. So we're going to try and beat it before we have to face it. Captain Cold. Each player flips his superhero face down. We cannot defend against this. We have to discard a random card after beating him in order to get our hero back. Okay, we're going to try and beat a Wave of Terror, which was discard 3 cards if they all cost 1 or greater, which all 3 of them do. That is the end of Wave of Terror. Before it even got really to affect us. I don't think we actually put a card out, though. Is there a villain? No. Okay, we're good then. Alright, so we don't have our ability right now. But we should be okay, because we've got 4 power from Constructs of Fear, 5/6, draw a card. We can destroy this weakness and get a victory point. And we're going to play, you know what? Get that weakness back, actually. We're just going to play Man-Bat Serum, which gets a ton of power. It gets, what are we at? We're at 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 power. Goodbye, Captain Cold. And we have to discard a card in order to end this, I believe. A random card. One of these 2 cards is getting discarded. Which one is it? Which one is it? It's this one. Okay, cool. Then we use this to destroy it. Get a victory point for that. Get our hero back. So we're at what? 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And we spent 10 on that, so we have 6, 7, 8 here. That is an equipment, so we put a card at the bottom of our deck because we have Night Owl back. We have 8 power. We're going to go ahead and get Broadsword. Alright, I'm hoping to use Disintegration to end challenge level 3 really quickly. But it's not just plain Disintegration, it's also paying 15 power, so those have to happen in the same turn. Or maybe it'll be something we can just beat real easily, right? It's possible. New card comes out. Challenge level 3 here. Each time an attack enters the lineup or the destroyed pile, make the attack against all players. To beat, we need 2 Watchmen cards, 2 equipment of cost 4 or less, 3 starter cards, and 3 villains of cost 5 or greater. Yikes. Starters, huh? And our new villain is the Joker, who we will defend against Stargirl. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card and then put a card of cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile on the bottom of the main deck. Alright, well, we'll put Phantom Stranger down there. Okay, I think we're going to start with Rorschach here. Yeah, we're going to discard our hand and draw 4 new cards. We're at 2 power, and that actually triggers Rorschach to put a card at the bottom of the deck. We're going to put Man-Bat Serum there, because then it'll be right next to the card we want 15 power with to defeat this crisis. Alright, 1, we can freeze a card, put a card at the bottom of our deck. Happy Harbor down there. 2, 3, we can destroy a card and put another card at the bottom of our deck. Put duplication down there. For an insane turn coming up. Not going to play this, but we're at a total of 1, 2, 3 power. I mean, I could buy Sledgehammer. You know, we will buy Sledgehammer because it feeds into Night Owl, and we've got a lot of weaknesses in here that have to go. Alright, new card comes out. We're going to use Rorschach to discard our hand and draw 4 new cards. Okay. I think we got this. So 1, 2, 3 power. Bunch of power here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we're at 12 power. Mambat Serum, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. In fact, we'll just make this a 10. So we're at 22 power. Play Disintegration. Remove this card from the game. Spend 15 power to end alien invasion. That's just over. That was an equipment, so we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. Man, I don't have any great options. We'll put Constructs of Fear down there. Rorschach Mask was another one, actually. So we played 2 equipment this turn, so let's get another one down there. Put a mallet down there. All right, so we spent that. I forgot where we were power-wise, though. Shoot. All right, you were worth 10, 11, 12, 13. You got a bunch of power. 14, 15. So that's actually 0 because we spent that on disintegration. So let's just start from 0 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're at 8 power. We're 2 shy where we want to be. Do we count this 2 power? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. So it's just power ring, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 15 here. Or sorry, that's 12, 13, 14, 15 here. We spent that on disintegration, so then it's just power ring, which I actually think did have 10 power here. I think we forgot to count Rorschach there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we got our 10. That's the end of the Joker. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. If that's the case, then let's actually change it out. We don't want to put Mallet down there. We're going to put Stargirl down there when we play that Mambat Serum. So that's destroyed. Okay. All right. I always forget to add that Rorschach power on top of his ability. I'm like, oh yeah, just get 4 new cards. Let's move through this deck. Let's go. All right. So now we've got 3 crises. The villain, the mastermind plan, and the final villain. I think the crises will go pretty fast, though. I think. Let's find out. Having Rorschach's mask here is really helpful. Well, this isn't going to help. All right, our new crisis is Final Countdown. Now we actually do on Pandora's Box. At the start of your turn, put the card of cost 1 or greater from your hand into the lineup. Your team must destroy cards of cost 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2 in the lineup. All right, next up is Brainiac, who will defend against Stargirl. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card, then put a card of cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile at the bottom of the main deck. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll put Power Girl down there. Yeah, we'll put Power Girl down there. Okay, so at the start of our turn, we have to add a card. We're going to add Constructs of Fear because it costs 7, and that's what's going to be hardest to come by. So it's not great, but it's what we got. We're just going to combine some things here to make some room. So we've got 7. We're missing 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. So we have everything but 6 right now. Go ahead and put Happy Harbor down. We're going to play Bizarro Power, get into 5 power. Actually, no. Hold on. No, let's actually play Rorschach Mask, getting the 2 power and drawing 4 cards. That's 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Forgot how much power, how many heroes are up here. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 power is a lot of power. There's not really anything in the lineup I want to buy. We'll buy a 6 cost card from the destroyed pile, though. Or better yet, let's buy Royal Flush Gang for 5. We have to destroy the top card of the main deck to do that. Oh, we destroyed Ultra Strength. That's too bad. We're going to have to buy that next turn now, just to make up for it. New card comes out. Super Intellect. Hey, here's a card of cost 6. So let's destroy a card of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2 cost in the lineup. Ending final countdown. That's good news. Ooh. All right, let's Rorschach. If this is the first card you play this turn, each player discards their hand and draws 4 cards. We're doing that and purposely putting Stargirl at the bottom of our deck. They're at 2 power. Let's try this. Are you a punch? It is. Destroy it, get a VP. And try this. Are you a vulnerability or weakness? No. Glad that worked out, though. So we're at 2 power. We already played 1 equipment of Rorschach, didn't we? Oh, we already chose that, though. So 2, 3, 4. We can put another one at the bottom of our deck. Put Royal Flush Gang down there, I think. So we're at 4 power. 5, 6, 7, 8 power. 9. We'll destroy a card. We'll destroy a weakness and get to 10 power of Happy Harbor. So again, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, we will get Ultra Strength. We have to destroy the top card of our deck to move that. So we just lost Firestorm Matrix, which we might also really want to buy. So we might just keep that pattern going. Oof. Okay, yeah, we're going to start with Rorschach Mask, discarding our hand and drawing 4 new cards. We're at 2 power, and that's an equipment, so we put a card at the bottom of our deck. Where's Ultra Strength? Yeah, there we go. So we're at 2 power. Draw a card. Put another card at the bottom of our deck. You can destroy this weakness and get to 3 power. Destroy another weakness, get to 4 power. 5 power total. We'll buy Super Intellect for that, but that'll be the end of that turn. Just keep destroying cards as far as I'm concerned, as long as we don't waste the main deck too much. What are we looking at here? Anything worthwhile? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, let's do it, because I think we can actually end this one. We'll start with Contracts of Fear, getting to 3, 4 power, 5, 6 of Rorschach. That's an equipment, so we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. Duplication, please. So we're at 6 power. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 7, 8, 9. 10. And I can destroy a hero and get power equal to its cost. Yeah, we'll destroy Steel again to 10, 11, 12. Right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, and a Brainiac still. And that's an equipment, so we put another card at the bottom of our deck. Just keep making that mega turn in the future. All right. Getting there. I think we have everything we need to like handle crises and stuff. Oh, we just disintegration was supposed to be removed from the game. Not even destroyed, but removed from the game. All right, we have Cosmic Staff to defend with, which is okay because I know we've put Power Girl at the bottom. World Domination. At the start of your turn, resolve all current supervillains' first appearance attacks against you. If it doesn't have one, discard a random card instead. To beat, each player must destroy the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis only if each of those cards has cost 1 or greater. But we can kind of sneak peek at this with Black 8 Prison and such, so that's good. Atrocitus. Each player puts his hand under a superhero. If you have avoided this attack, put a random card from your hand under your superhero. When the villain is defeated, discard those cards. You know, we're just going to go for it and put our all cards underneath here. Ta-da! Card comes out for the turn. It is the turn. Oh, wait, that's actually going to hit us again, isn't it? That's okay. That's it. Another card comes out for the next turn. We draw 5 cards. So he's going to make a first appearance attack again, which I guess we can't avoid, so these all just go under our hero again. Okay, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Maybe I should have just tried to take that. Whoops. And next turn comes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. He attacks. We defend with Stargirl, which allows us to draw a card and put a card at the bottom of the main deck here. We're going to go ahead and put... Oh, we'll put Constructs of Fear there. Alright, so now there's a few villains we have to take care of before we can do anything else. We'll start with Ultra Strength, getting to 4 power and drawing 2 cards. Then we're going to play Duplication on it, playing it twice more. So we get 4 power, play 3 times, so that's 12 power, and we're going to draw 6 cards. 12 power, drawing 6 cards. Wait, I already drew 2, didn't I? So it's only going to draw 4 new cards. But it did draw 6 total. There we go. Alright, so we're at 12 power. Goodbye Superwoman, leaving us with 5. Goodbye Man-Bat, leaving us with 2. Three, 4, 5, 6. Goodbye Owlman. Let's try this. Are you a punch? No. Each player must destroy the top card of their deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards cost 1 or greater, which it is. Goodbye World Domination. We're at 0 power. We can work with this. We're going to go with Royal Flush Gang. Drawing 2 cards. Discarding 2 cards. We're going to discard 2 weaknesses here. We're going to play Sledgehammer to destroy 1. And I don't think we have any other destruction ones here. No. But we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can destroy a hero in the lineup. We'll destroy this one. +1 for each different hero in our destroyed pile. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 power. Alright, that's a goodbye Atrocitus, leaving us with 9. So those cards all just get discarded. 9 power. Do I want to buy anything from the destroyed pile? Because we can get it real easy right now. Yeah, we want Superwoman, which destroys the top card of the main deck, but that's kind of worth it, honestly, because she's going to be mega powerful. We're not even going to bother playing Bizarro Power. Just don't need to. Alright, 2 more things left. One crisis, 1 mastermind plot, and the final villain. What do we got? It is Collapsing Parallel Worlds, which is really terrible right now, honestly. Each player places all cards he buys or gains from the lineup under this card, including villains. When this crisis has 10 cards under it, remove your deck and discard pile from the game, or just destroy your deck and discard pile. These cards become your new deck. Oof. Villain, Darkseid, who we cannot defend against. He costs 3 more to defeat for each superpower in the lineup. We need to put all superpowers from our hand into the lineup. Well, that's okay. We can at least get Giant Strength back, but I don't need 2 copies of Insanity, that's for sure. Alright, new card comes out for the turn. We're going to start with Rorschach, 2 power, discard our hand, draw 4 cards. And then let's try this out. Are you a punch? No. Okay. So we're at 2 power, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We put a card at the bottom of our deck. I can destroy an equipment to get power equal to its cost. We'll get rid of Owl Mask here, I think. Actually, there was a 6 cost one. There was like an owl ship. Is he not here right now? He might be in my deck. That's okay. We'll get rid of Owl Mask. So we're at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 4 is 11. We'll get rid of Grid, bringing us down to 9. Vibe, bringing us down to 7. Giant Growth, bringing us down to 5. I guess we'll get these 2 in there, bringing us down to 1. And we'll get one of these. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards so far. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's use this very carefully. We're going to use Mallet to put a card at the bottom of our deck. It's a card we're absolutely going to want, the other side of this. It's going to be... Definitely want Duplication. And then we'll play Rorschach Mask, put a card at the bottom of our deck, and that's going to be Superwoman. We're at 2 power right now. I can destroy a card. Let's just destroy Insanity here. We'll get a VP for it. We'll get a power for Happy Harbor, so that's 1, 2, 3 power. 7. 10. 15, gain a weakness. You know what, just stay at 10. Buy this for 3, bring us down to 7. 5. 4. We're at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So it's going to end on this next turn, which is why we're putting those cards at the bottom of our deck, guaranteeing they were in our hand, basically, so that they don't get destroyed. Not great. We got a punch and a kick, but we got Ultra Strength, which is the big deal. Followed by Duplication, and followed by Superwoman. So we'll play Ultra Strength, getting us to 4 power and drawing 2 cards. We'll play Rorschach Mask for 6 power, and that's an equipment, so we can put a card at the bottom of our deck. Let's go with Power Ring. 7. I may freeze a card, but I don't have to. Okay, so that's good. I never realized it was you don't have to. So it's an equipment, so I can put another card at the bottom of our deck. So what else do we want to save? Guaranteed save, I should say. Let's save. I can do a Man-Bat Serum, a Royal Flush Gang. Let's do a Man-Bat Serum. Let's save a Man-Bat Serum. Goes to the bottom of our deck. So that's 7 power. So that's right. 4, 5, 6, 7 power. We're going to play Duplication on Ultra Strength, which allows us to get 9 more power. So hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get to play this 2 more times. So that's 8 more power and draw 4 cards. So that's 16 power, drawing 4 cards. And I'll only need to spend 1 power to get rid of Steve Trevor. All right, 16 power, drawing 4 cards. We'll use Super Intellect here to destroy this punch. We'll buy... Anything else here is going to allow me to draw a card. Anything. Nothing allows me to draw a card. So we'll buy this. Boom. I have 15 power now. This becomes my deck. All of these cards are destroyed, which there are a lot of good ones in here, but we've got some of the strongest ones in our deck. Boom. With our 15 power, and that crisis defeated, by the way, we will go ahead and get rid of Darkseid, leaving us with 5 power. We could buy something from the destroyed pile with that, something we can get back. Let's get... We'll get Mallet back. We have to destroy this card to do it. So we lose Atomica, but that's not a huge loss. All right, we get 5 cards, and they're not the best cards. That is for sure. Okay, Mastermind plot is Technological Breakthrough. This is actually really bad for Night Owl. Each time you play an equipment during your turn, destroy the top card of the main deck. That's what we're up against. And our final villain is Crisis Anti-Monitor. Whenever a hero enters the lineup, each player puts a weakness up from the stack on top of their deck. We do 2 cards per turn, and he costs 1 more for each card in the lineup. So 1, 2, no heroes, so we actually might be able to beat him. Now, we don't have to defeat this to end Crisis Anti-Monitor. We don't have to do it. We're going to have to play Rorschach, though. No, maybe we don't. Maybe we just keep going. How do I want to handle this? Here. I can put a hero or superpower of cost 5 or less from the discard pile on top of our deck. Put Super Intellect on top of our deck. That's 2 power. 3, 4. And I'm not going to play these 2. With our 4, we'll go ahead and buy Expert Marksman, just to kind of bring down Crisis Anti-Monitor's cost. But nothing more than that. New card comes out. 2 cards, actually. Ooh, it's a hero, so weakness goes on top of our deck. We'll actually start with Blackgate Prison. Are you a weakness? Yes. Destroy that. Gain a victory point. Put a villain or equipment of cost 5 or less from the discard pile on top of our deck. I mean, I'm thinking it's Man-Bat Serum. So that's 1 power. I can destroy a card. If it's an equipment plus power equal to its cost, we'll destroy Pandora's Box here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not enough. We'll buy Power Girl here. Now, hopefully we get some of these strong cards back. Two cards come out. 1, are you going to be a hero? No. Okay, good. This is a terrible hand. We can destroy a card in our hand. Maybe we play Rorschach's Mask. But this Man-Bat Serum's really good. That's what? 10, 11, 12, 13. If we can get the rest of the way there. I think we actually got it with that. Okay, I think we might have this. So we'll play Super Intellect, destroying this. You may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. If it's an equipment, plus power equal to its cost. If not, if you choose not to, plus 2 power. So we don't get that, but we do get this. When you destroy this card in any zone, you pay 4 less for superheroes this turn. That applies to villains as well. It should be Nemesis. That's the new word that they're using. So that would cost 13 normally. Minus 4 is 9. Plus 1 for all of these. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13 power total. That's what he costs. 14, 15. I'm sorry, no. 14, 15, what am I talking about? 2. That's 2 power. So he costs 13. We generate 2 power here. Boom. 12, 13, 14, 15. We have to destroy the top card for playing an equipment. But that's 15 is enough. So let me just double check. So I'm at 10, 11, 12, 13 power here. 14, 15. And we destroyed this card, which brought his cost down 4. So he's normally 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But he's, 4 less. So that's 13. We played 15, and we did it. Okay. That's another pretty close game. Watchmen makes for some really close games here, it seems. I think it's a combination of a few things. One, the cards don't lend themselves very well to crisis mode. Maybe I can get this light back on for the final wrap-up. How's that sound? Does that sound nice? It sounds nice to me. And there we go. Much better. To some degree, at least. To some degree. At least normal quality. All right. So there's that. So, Watchmen isn't really lending itself great to crisis mode. It's nice to see these cards in action, but they actually kind of hurt you in crisis mode, I feel like, most of the time. Like, a lot of the cards that destroy cards in the lineup or destroy cards in the main deck or whatever. I am enjoying the challenge of the challenge cards in the crisis stack. I think destroying that many cards for an individual crisis is a bit more taxing, and I've been enjoying that aspect of it. But man, we really got hit by collapsing parallel worlds at the end and had to pull something together. But I'm glad I on purpose saved Man-Bat Serum, because that got us through it very easily. So thank you, Man-Bat Serum. What did we actually have in our deck at the end? We had Ultra Strength, we had Power Ring. So let me just put these in 2 piles. These are cards I'd consider useful and cards I would not consider useful. For where we are in the game, that's actually pretty good. End of the game, not great. Beginning of the game, sure, fantastic. For our character, great. Great, obviously. Not so great. So I'd say, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd say we have 8 cards here that I consider useful at this stage of the game. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards that are not. How much you want to bet these are all from Collapsing Parallel Worlds? At least we got 10 of them. None of these cards came from Collapsing Parallel Worlds. These were already in our hand. So, yeah. 10 of these 13 cards came from Collapsing Parallel Worlds. The rest were already in our collection, just happened to make it through the game somehow. But we did it. We beat Crisis Antimonitor, and our second of 3 attempts is down. Our third one's coming up sometime this week, and I'll be back for that. Probably Thursday night, I'm guessing. Guessing at this point. But this was fun. I like it. This has been a lot of fun. I like messing around with the crossover packs. Doing something different of Crisis Mode is always, my go-to way of playing the game. And, yeah, it's a lot of fun. So this is for the Solo Crisis League. If you're not sure what that is, it's a semi-competitive way of playing the DC deck building game. And its various Crisis expansions. If you want to support those efforts, be it the videos, the leagues, whatever it is that you are enjoying about this experience, there's a few things you can do. You can check out the Etsy store, where we got things like the official league mat, as well as a sticker and a pin. Nice good size pin. Those are here ready to ship as soon as you order them. So take a look, grab them while they're still here. If you want to check out some of those things, but you want to get some other rewards as well, check out the Patreon, where you get mid-round results, sneak peeks at upcoming rounds, members-only rounds between seasons, as well as these physical rewards every few months, as long as you are at the hero level. So check that out. There's a link below. I do want to thank the most recent member of our Patreon, That is Lion Hokies. Lion Hokies is a member of the Solo Champions League. There we use Marvel Champions instead of the DC deck building game, but you get the idea. Also a lot of fun. Thank you for joining Lion Hokies. I'm glad you're enjoying the league, and I hope you're doing all right against Ronin in a particularly difficult round. That's all I've got for tonight. Thank you for watching. I'll be back later this week with our third attempt, and yeah, talk to you then.